When most people think of rugby, they might think of this. But it's more than just a physical game, and for those of you who need to brush up on your rugby basics before you head to a game, here's a refresher. Number 1 is passing.
Can you tell me what the fundamentals of passing?
Well, passing in rugby, you need to make sure you pass it backwards, or what we call flat, which is just straight sideways. You can't pass the ball forward. The other thing you do in rugby is you want to make sure you're carrying the ball in 2 hands.
Rugby coverage in Canada is sparse, and Abbotsford hopes to change that. They will be hosting the first ever Rugby Sevens tournament this summer.
To be able to get some international sides into Abbotsford at this type of tournament is huge. As far as the rugby world goes, these tournaments don't happen very often, so to have it come to our own backyard is great.
Our number 2 fundamental is kicking.
In rugby, we use a few different types of kicks. First one we're going to have a look at is what we call the long clearing kick. There you go.
Another one was called the chip kick, used when you want to get over a defender. Ryan McWhinney's familiar with the chip kick. In fact, he's a former Team Canada player. He thinks youth should get involved in the sport.
The big thing that's important is that we're getting a lot of kids involved in something that they enjoy. Some kids tend to be a little bit aggressive, and it's nice to have an outlet for them so that they're not doing that in a negative way, they're doing that in a positive way. Our
players help demonstrate the most physical side of the game with our number 3, tackling.
This is a drill that we teach the kids right from the very beginning for tackling. Go ahead, Chris. And Sheldon's going to put his arm out which side, wraps his arms, head in behind to the side, and takes him right down to the ground.
Our next fundamentals got us high in the air. It was the line out and scrum.
When the ball's kicked out of bounds in rugby, the way we restart it is through a line out.
The ball is thrown in and 2 boosters push the jumper as high as they can to gain possession. Another way to restart the game is to scrum down, which the guys were nice enough to include me in. The ball is put in the middle, and to gain possession, it must be pushed to your awaiting flankers. Abbotsford has been coined Sport Town BC, and the upcoming tournament will show just how serious they are about athletics.
Rugby is a growing sport, especially in our community at the youth level, so to have an opportunity for young kids to see the game played at a high level, whether it's 7s or 15s, I think is great for the sport and great for the community.
As for the saying, I only met gentlemen here. In Abbotsford, I'm Melanie Panetta for The Express.